What's up? What's up, everybody? It is your girl, your diva and knowledge lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris. Well, I'm always serving you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. Well, in today's news, on today's menu, honey, when I tell you Instagram and Twitter is blowing up because your boy Omari Hardwick, Ghost from Power, has pissed off black women once again. Now you already know, unfortunately, Omari Hardwick has been counseled by black women ever since he has come to the forefront defending his Caucasian wife, especially when he went on the Breakfast Club when he basically got into it with a fan who wanted to take a picture with him, and he was out with his wife, and his family trying to spend some time, with his wife or whatever, and nothing's wrong with that. But however, a fan caught the station upset that Hardwick refused her photo request when she saw him at Brooklyn Bridge Park in New York City. She also posted about the incident on her social media, which led to the movie star clapping back at another fan. The young woman said Hardwick turned her away because he was with his family and alleged that after she peacefully walked away, the actor still became irate. She didn't at all walk away, Hardwick explained. She sat down, looked at me, and said, "Really?" And I said, "Really? I'm with my family. God bless you." He continued, "You're staring at me. You're not even acknowledging my family." The lead actor gave an example of how fans should make picture requests. If the fan in question approached him and said, "I'm such a fan, I love you so much," and then greeted his wife, Hardwick said the exchange would have been different. "Acknowledge our family," he explained. "This woman to my right has saved my life. You don't really know the story," he said of fans who think they know him because he's a celebrity. Hardwick continued, "I was broke as fuck. My wife saved my life. Chill the F out, then acknowledge that she is a breathing entity." He said people should be mindful of how they speak because no person made or owns him. So, even though this was, I would say, like maybe a couple of, I think I'll say probably between 2018, 2009. Well, yeah, 2 years ago. That was when he brought up the situation. But ever since that little situation there, black women pretty much counseled him for that, and I think they counseled him not only because he dissed the sister supposedly, basically because once they found out his wife was white and the way he was defending his wife, I think a lot of sisters felt some type of way about it, and in all honesty, I don't think women should have felt any type of way about that situation. I mean, it's common sense. If you see an actor with their family, with their wife, with their husband, it's just a respect thing. Even if I saw Morris Chestnut, walking down the street with his wife, me being a married woman, I know how women could be. If you acknowledge their husband and totally ignore them, not even acknowledge them, a wife can feel very offended, because it's a respect thing. There's nothing wrong with saying, "Hi, how you doing? I'm a fan of your husband. I would like to take a picture with him." Okay, sure, whatever. Now, if the wife is disrespecting you and looking at you nasty and sideways, okay, you may feel some type of way. But the fan really got upset, and a lot of black women co-signed with her because she was a sister. And again, I think a lot of sisters took it personally just due to the fact that his wife is white. I think had she been a sister, I don't think many sisters would have felt some type of way about it. But you have to realize this man is a sex symbol, and a lot of women became drawn to him, especially with his character as Ghost on Powers. He had this character as this powerful, you know, drug lord, this drug dealer, and a lot of women was drawn to Ghost as the actor, not realizing that Ghost, the actor, is totally different from Omari Hardwick. Okay, they're not one and the same. That's why I tell a lot of women, please don't become infatuated with these actors, these athletes, these rappers, because same thing with these rappers. No matter how much they rap about, what kind of woman they want and what kind of man they want. I mean, what kind of man they are and this and that. outside of the character that they portray themselves to be, you're not going to get that dude, okay? And I think a lot of women became so infatuated with ghosts that they forgot behind closed doors, behind the scenes. Omari Hardwick is just a regular, laid back type of guy. He's not this big time, this power, this ego tripping type of dude that he portrays himself to be that he portrayed himself to be as Ghost on Power. So basically, I think some sisters, got a little blindsided by that, and it made them feel some type of way. So ever since that incident when he, turned down his fan who didn't acknowledge his wife, and I felt the reason why Omari Hardwick was going so hard for his wife. For one, that's his wife. For two, because a lot of sisters have really been, dogging him because of what his wife is and what she looks like. Not only is she a white woman, she's not the type of white woman that many would have in mind, even to the point where some men was going in on his wife. And that really pissed Amari off, because he was like, as a man, how you sizing another man's wife out? That's kind of suspect, dude. You a man. Why is you know what I mean? Putting down another man's woman. Why is you worried about what kind of woman I'm with? That says something about you. Or you got a little sugar in your tank. What's going on? Why is you worried about what kind of woman I'm with? So he caught a lot of heat when he started bringing his wife to the forefront. Nobody knew who she was. Nobody knew what she looked like. But when they did see her, it was nothing like what they had in mind. Amari Hardwick is a very attractive man. And again, a lot of sisters was infatuated with the character. And once they saw that outside of that character, this man has a white wife that's probably not that pleasing to the eye. To me, I think she's a beautiful woman. Because looks aren't always everything. I think it's your spirit. It's the way you carry yourself. And she's probably, besides her looks, you probably, if you were to talk to her or meet her, she's probably really sweet as pie, probably very loving, probably very, supportive of her husband. She probably wouldn't have had a problem with another woman taking pictures with her husband. I will hope she wouldn't, knowing that is his brand, but most women, for the most part, they know when it comes to being with the man that's a rapper, an actor, producer, there's going to be groupies, there's going to be women that are going to try to challenge you as a wife, and there's no telling how much she has had to endure, especially being a white woman, having to deal with all of these sisters feeling some type of way because she's married to this handsome, successful black man. I can only imagine. I'm sure it's a challenge for him to where he has to keep defending his wife. Only both of them know behind closed doors all of what they had to go through to protect their marriage. Because let's face it, women can be very vindictive, even if you're not with a big time actor. I've been in situations, where, like I said, my husband has his own company, and there's been a couple of women, who are running to me in the street, with him. And for the most part, most of them are respectful. They'll say, "How you doing, Miss So and So?" They'll call me by my last name. "How you doing, Miss So and So?" Blah blah blah. And they speak to him after they done spoke to me, and all is cool and copacetic. But there was one or two times when it was ex-girlfriends or whatever, that would speak to him and act like I wasn't there. And he had to say, "Wait a minute, this is my wife. This is my wife, my wife, this is so and so." He had to intervene and acknowledge me because that person acted like they wasn't going to. You know what I mean? So it's a very sticky situation. That's why I say, as a wife, I can relate because I've been in that situation. But nevertheless, honey, like I said, ever since that situation, a lot of black women been having it in for your boy Omari Hardwick. Well, I'm going to share the screen with y'all because, again, he has pissed black women off for the 238th time. So I'm going to share the screen, y'all, so y'all can pretty much see what's going on here. That way we can all be on in the same accord. So I'm going to share this screen with y'all because I want y'all to be able to see. All right, all right, all right. So hopefully y'all can see this screen. I'm hoping y'all can see it. Well, basically this is what's going on. Now Twitter and Instagram has blown up once again because Omari Hardwick, he just at this point it seems like anytime he says anything, these sisters just be looking for him to get out of pocket so they can have a reason to go in on him. But I will honestly say, I think this time he kind of hung himself in. I think it just comes a point where it's not always what you do, but it's how you do things. And I just kind of feel like he did not use his best judgment when he posted this tribute. But I will let you ladies and you guys be the judgment of that. So let me move this up here. Okay, so basically, Mari Hardwick, he gave his tribute. He posted it on what is it, Instagram, Twitter, hell, one of them, I don't know. But basically this is what he posted about the late great actor, Mr. Chadwick Boseman. And if I butchered a name, please forgive me, because you have Omari Hardwick and then you have Chadwick Boseman. So Hardwick and Chadwick, if I get them butchered up and confused, y'all know where I'm going. Okay, so nevertheless, Omari posted this: I didn't have enough time that fateful night to share what I whispered to you, so now I will, but not before sharing what you said first. You said, oh, go claim that award that had your name on it from the gate. From the moment I met you, I whispered back, thank you, boss, for being the superhero I knew you were from the moment I met you. Then I quickly added, we still got to do that movie together. You replied, bet. I hear you whispering more than ever, my dearest brother of a Black Panther. One of my biggest honors was being one of your biggest competitors and even bigger friend. You are hugely missed, but I got you next to me even more on the rest of this run. A wise man told me this morning, in the kingdom no crown is wasted. When one man drops his crown, another man picks it up. Pick it up, oh. From King Chadwick to King Hardwick, I will do just that, my brother. Rest in glory. Brave has worn his Black Panther costume every day for the past 3 days. Trust me, I'll make sure he keeps wearing it. I'm assuming Brave is his son. Then, of course, these sisters was going to gun for him because they look for Omari to screw up at any given moment. They can't wait for him to put himself out there. So this sister goes and posts, not competitors. He was on a whole nother level. So Omari replies back, Lord the Skid, your feelings are beautiful and heard. Simply meant as an artist. We were the ones called in for the same roles. Thank you. I guess he meant for your honesty. Simply gave a fact and added that I honored in that. I guess he meant to say that I honored him in that. How my love and honor of everyone, let alone beloved friends of mine, is often so misunderstood and made into negativity is beyond me. Is what it is. I guess he meant it is what it is. Like the truth, rather your truth of mine. He is my gifted, highly proposed brother of who I am, who I competed against for roles. That I stated is, was, an honor. Okay. Of course it gets more interesting. Another sister comes in. Hashtag goes by the name of, I guess, at real black girl, girly one. She says, bitch, I know damn well Omari Hardwick's Walmart 2 for $5 movie making ass did not get his Beijing hairline and beard having ass on Denzel Washington's internet and make a Chadwick Boseman tribute post all about himself. She further continues, y'all were never in the same league. Stop playing yourself, competitors my ass. at Omari Hardwick. Um, she further goes, what level of narcissism do you have to do some shit like that? And I don't believe for 1 second the convo he claims they had took place anywhere other than his damn head. Because he made that shit up. Girl, please. And bitch, you the F lying when this man said Chadwick was one of his biggest competitors. Sir, you as Janet's DL husband in Tyler Perry movie, and your big brain playing a effing drug dealer on TV that got 0 Emmy noms. Sit your clown ass down. You don't have the range and never will. I'm glad Ghost is dead, cause child, please, that shit just pissed me off. Shame on your delusional ass. Okay. Here's some more sisters. Another sister, Najee Girl, says, tribute to Chadwick basically ended with, I got the juice now. Another sister comes in. The trap therapist says, IG's post is an egocentric, narcissistic mess. This is why Ghost is dead. Delusional ass weirdo. Then another sister comes in, Letitia F. Lewis. You know how when somebody dies and people play this life, actually make that. That's how I thought Omari Hardwick this morning. Then sound like a guy came in this time. The king shall live forever. Omari Hardwick is a narcissistic weirdo. I do not like him, and he does not give me good vibes. Okay. This post was okay. I already read this one, but I guess she had to ask some more. How do you make someone's death about you and what you need to do right now? Somewhat agree with this point. I know people mourn differently and process death differently, but sir, no crown was dropped. Chadwick did what he came to do. That's his legacy, and he achieved it. What the F are you even talking about here? Another sister goes, our king will be buried with that crown, bro. Wakanda forever. This ish is disgusting. I didn't know he was like this, shaking my head. Another lady, Demetrius, is called passing a baton. He is basically saying he plans to continue to represent for the both of them. Okay. You know he wasn't a real king, right? But an actor playing the king in the fake world in the movie, y'all doing too much. Oh gosh, this is getting crazier and crazier. Since he was our king, he set the example for our young kings. I get what you were saying, but that brother was a king. No, he played a king in a movie. He is not my king. My king is Jesus. Y'all doing way too much. I hate when black stars die because black folks go overboard worshiping. It's pitiful to me. Blase blah. It's about how this man visually represented great icons. It's how he was the first to franchise a black action hero, and that hero lived in Africa. It's about how he lived as a human, unproblematic. It's about how he also believed in God and defined purpose. It's possible to honor this man that lived such a life and still know that Jesus is a king. You're the one doing too much, chastising black folks for loving black folks, shaking my head. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of that. Y'all really get, how sticky and stickier this situation is. Get it? Let me see. Can't stand his widow ass. Go back to your wife, Marilyn Manson. See? They're going in on that wife. Okay. Seems like a bunch of black women bashing bro for showing his form of sentiment. Men are competitive. Seems like something Samuel one I would say if Denzel passed or vice versa. Whether Omari on his level or not, I know for a fact they've tried out for several of the same roles in movies. Okay, we can go on and on about that. This time another guy came and said Omari Hardwick played City Bus Passenger 3 in the Flow Tree video in 2002 and thinks he was Chadwick Boseman's competition. So yeah, a lot of people are just pretty much going in on him like, dude, you talk about y'all competitors. Y'all are nowhere near on the same level. Miss me with that. Another person says, so Omari Hardwick is crazy, a narcissist. His tribute to Chadwick was posting a video of himself accepting an award for power, then gassing himself up by hallucinating that they were rivals. When called out, he compared the person's comment to cancer that killed Chadwick. Now, this part is what I found pretty messed up. Now, I don't know if he really said this or not. If so, he may come back with somebody hacked my page and all this and that. But this part really stood out like a sore thumb. I'm trying to find it. When he made this statement, and he lost all brownie points with me. Okay, this is the statement here. So here's another sister gunning for him. How did you manage to make Chadwick passing about you? You played a drug dealer, and Chadwick played some of the greatest inspirations for African Americans. You can't even equate the two. Omari Hardwick replies back, your message is as cancerous as what Chad fought. Sad. Good luck going forward. God bless you. Whew. This is interesting. Lots of people was like ice cold. Damn. He actually typed that and pressed that post. Damn, Tasha was right. This dude really don't give a F about nobody but Ghost. Even the comment was out of line. Ghost come just. What the F? I really don't know how to take that. I don't want to take it deep, but I just did not feel like that was the appropriate thing to say, especially after losing such a great actor. I just don't think the word cancerous, none of that should have been in his reply. He could have said anything but that. He could have said, your message is as ignorant, or your message is as out of line. For him to say as cancerous as what Chad fought, sad. He probably really didn't mean any harm, but I think what it is basically Omari is way in over his head with black women. The moment he posts anything, he should pretty much know at this point that, sisters are going to gun for him at any given moment, any opportunity they can find for him to get out of line. Any little thing he says and does, they're going to grab it and run with it, because he basically lost, unfortunately, a lot of black women as his fans. And I'm not saying that he owes black women anything, and I'm not saying that black women don't need to be coming for him. But what I'm saying is, unfortunately, the more you try to defend yourself, the more that's when people are going to come up against you. And basically at this point, black women have practically canceled him. Especially ever since he came out and defended his wife, everything pretty much went left for him since that moment. And I get it, he was only defending his wife, but now, like I said, at this point in time, anytime he says anything, anytime he does anything, these sisters are looking for any opportunity to gun in on him. Now, I will say this also, I did feel like that he was using Chadwick Boseman's tribute as a moment to get his own little shine in. I just felt like if he was going to give him a tribute, it shouldn't have been nothing about him. He could have kept that to himself. He didn't have to say, I got it from here, I will pick up the crown from here. Even though he probably was saying it with good intentions, like, okay, I'm going to continue to live your legacy. I'm going to pick up where you left off. I'm going to make sure your name doesn't die. I'm going to make sure your legacy goes on. I think he should have kept that to himself. If that was really his intention, he should have just kept his legacy going discreetly without posting it on social media, because unfortunately, whenever you post anything, Even if you got good intentions, people will make it for bad. Me being a content creator, I know when I make my opinions on certain things, or if I decide to address a certain topic, my heart may mean it one way, but guess what? I have no control over how people are going to receive my content or how people are going to receive my message. That's the gamble. That's the chance you take whenever you decide to put post your personal feelings, or you decide to commentate on something. Anything you put on social media, everybody has the right to receive that message the way that they want to. And he's constantly always saying that people are taking what I'm saying for bad, people are taking it for negativity. If that's the case, you may need to eliminate what you say and do on social media, because you already know these sisters are going to be gunning for you the moment you say anything out of pocket. Sometimes less is best. He would have been better off just posting a picture of Chadwick Boseman saying, "Rest in peace, brother. Rest in power, brother. God bless you. My heart goes out to the family." Leave it at that. I don't know why he decided to post a picture of himself getting an award. This man has just passed. He hasn't even went in the ground yet. And already you are putting yourself up there. You know what I mean? And this is not your moment. And this is why people are calling Omari Hardwick. I knew I was going to mess up and mess their name up. This is why so many people, even some of the guys, are kind of going in on Omari Hardwick, because they like, bruh, why are you making this about you? That's why they're calling him a narcissism, and then he tried to butter it up, by saying, "Oh, I remember when you whispered to me, oh, go take your crown." He's kind of making himself look not good. He's doing too much. He knows anytime he goes in on social media, especially these sisters are looking for him to say and do anything out of line, and I just really felt like he should have handled that differently. It shouldn't have been about him. Whatever personal conversation him and Chadwick Boseman had, that's between the both of them. He didn't have to post a whole storybook on there. Maybe he was trying to share the kind of bond they had, and he really wanted everybody to know how much he loved him and respected him. But none of that just looked good. I mean, even when he said the word, he whispered to me. I don't know. This is Omari Hardwick. He's doing some weird things, that's giving me some funny ass weird vibes about him. I'm just not one of them sisters. I'm not gonna go in on his page, his personal page, and go off on him. And you're a narcissist. You're bipolar. You a fake dude. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take all my energy and go into his page and tell him that. Whatever personal feelings I feel about somebody, I may comment on it, in my own blogging or whatever, but I'm not going to go way out there and try to run this man down and go on his page, and I'm going to let him have it. I'm going to let him know how I feel. But apparently these sisters just had to rip him a new butthole, because they were like, "Nah, dude, no, you making this about you." And of course, somebody had to bring up his wife and say the woman looked like Marilyn Manson. I knew it was coming. And it just goes to show you, some of these sisters use that moment because they're still angry with the fact that, he defended his wife, and they're taking this situation and they're holding them hostage to holding their hostage towards him. And I really can't speak on the sisters either. It may not have been because of that. It could be just the fact that people are grieving, and they feeling some type of way, like, bro, miss me with that. We don't want to hear nothing about how you and him was competitors, because a lot of people like, y'all not nowhere on the same level. This man has done, really respectable roles. He was this black superhero. I mean, granted, that movie Black Panther, it really, in a sense, brought the black community together. I remember when it came to the movies, people was dressing up in African attire. That's how much his role really inspired, the black community. So in a sense, he's really not on the same level. No disrespect to him. Not saying his acting credentials is less valid, but Chadwick Boseman has some really powerful roles. The man played James Brown, a musical legend. This man has some very significant roles. So no, he's nowhere on that same level, and he will never be on Chadwick Boseman's level. Now, if you want to do a tribute, that's respectable. I could understand that, but I just kind of felt like he set himself up to be bashed when he made that statement, when he posted that on Instagram. I just kind of felt like he should have just kept it simple and made it about Chadwick Boseman and his family. Give the family respect, show them respect, let the family know that you love them. He could even did a nice little undercover gesture. Maybe him, Omari Hardwick and his wife could have brought, Chadwick Boseman's wife or family, a bouquet of roses, or whatever you call them things that they sent to the family for the funeral to put at gravesite. Any nice little gesture to show that you really had love for him. I really feel like when people have love for you, they'll be more, I feel like it's more genuine when they're more discreet about it, when they're more private about it. I feel like sometimes people use social media in a sense to really kind of use it as their moment to shine, even if it's in regards to showing respect to someone else. I just feel like if his intentions was really genuine, he would have done something more discreetly, or he just would have posted something simple. He wouldn't have posted nothing about him. It wouldn't have been no picture about him getting no award or anything like that. But it just goes to show you, ladies, don't be getting infatuated with these actors and these rappers. Some of these guys don't have the sense of a pineapple. They have this persona where they seem so smart, again, like Omari Hardwick, in Ghost, he seems like this very strategic guy. He's always thinking 20 steps ahead. He seems real smart at the same time, even though he did some dumb things in the movies as well. People expect him to kind of represent, this guy he's always portrayed, this character he's portrayed himself to be, as this strong, black man, that doesn't feed into the BS. And he's kind of giving me this better male vibe. He's allowing black women to take him out of his character. He's responding to every little thing they say to him. He gets upset every time he says something about his wife. I'm like, why are you even feeding into what these sisters are saying? You love your wife, you love your life, you're in a happy space, you're in a happy place. That is all that matters. Why are you letting these women make you feel some type of way? Why are you responding to every little thing they say? It just goes to show that he does not have that alpha male strength in him, because he's allowing these women to get him upset, where he's constantly responding back to them, to the point he got so upset that he told another female her statement was just as cancerous as what Chadwick Boseman fought. Now, he may come up with something crazy like somebody hacked my account, whatever the case is. That was totally disrespectful. That was out of line. Why would you even use Chadwick Boseman's cancer as an analogy because another sister rubbed your ass the wrong way? He looks very petty. He loses all alpha male points to me. Okay? And that's my personal opinion about it. So, what do y'all think with this situation? Do y'all think that, these sisters are looking for any moment to go in on Omari Hardwick because they're in their feelings because he has a white wife? Or do you really think that the sisters was right this time? Like, nah, he used this man's death as a moment to stand, to put his shine out there, to make his shine stand out. It should have been about Chadwick Boseman's tribute. Why did he use that to talk about what he did and to talk about how they competed for the same roles? Men, maybe women, we take stuff too deep. Men, what is y'all intake on this? Do you think it was an innocent comment? Ladies, how do y'all feel? Do y'all really feel like the sisters are gunning for him because of, him being this sex symbol that, for black women to only find out he's married to a white woman? Or do y'all really believe that he was out of line for bringing up that comment to that other sister about, being cancerous, about her statement being cancerous. I would really like to know y'all opinion on this. Are we looking too deep into the situation, or did he set himself up to get ambushed by even posting that in the first place, instead of keeping a simple, nice tribute? Rest in power, my brother. You will be loved, you will be missed, and keep it moving. Am I saying sometimes less is best? Okay. But anyhow, y'all, leave y'all comment below, please. Before you exit, make sure you hit that thumb up button. It's not going to cost you anything. Hit that thumb up button. Again, also, if you are new to my channel and you like my content, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Y'all sharing it. That is what's helping me to build my fan base. So I'm so grateful and appreciative. Those of you who want to donate, you can donate as well. My cash app is Diamond Girl. So if God blesses you or puts it in your heart to look out for me and send me, even if it's just $2, I'd appreciate that. But on that note, I'm going to shut it down, and I'm going to be uploading some more material. I might do some today, depending on what I got going. But anyway, this is your girl, your diva and knowledge lady Mocha. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth, and I'm going to always break you off a slice of knowledge. Y'all be blessed. Talk to you soon. Bye.